Okay, today we're going to be recording a sound file. So what we need to do is, first thing, we need to select the sprite that we want to record a sound file to. I'm going to start with my sprite 1A. Now, this sprite is located at the top up here where it says number 1 and then A. And so I'm going to be making sure that I'm recording what I'm meant to for this part. Now, I'm not going to be giving away the answers, so I'm going to record what it says here without the words. So I need to go to Sounds, and within Sounds, you're going to see down the bottom our Choose a Sound area. Now, you need to hover over this, do not click it, and then you need to move your cursor up until you see until you see Record Sound. Once I do that, I'm going to see that it comes up with a recording sound area, and then you need to check that your levels are okay. So that's telling me that it is actually receiving sound. If that's not going up, then you might need to enable your microphone. I'm going to click record, and then I'm going to say what needs to be said. So just double check that it's the must be closed, record, the must be closed. Now I can check what my sound quality is like. The must be closed. I'm just going to trim it a little bit using these trim functions. So you can spend a lot of time practicing if you wanted to, and then just cut everything out using the trim function, or you can just repeat this process if you do make a mistake. If I'm not happy at all with any of it, I can just click re-record, and that will take me back to the recording area. Once I'm happy with what I've got, I'm going to click save, and then you're going to see that my recording is on the side here labeled as recording number 1. Now I'm going to change this so that I know what the recording actually is. It's always good to change your name, so the name's going to be the must be closed. Now I want to add this sound so that when this button is pressed, it is going to play what I've recorded. So I'm going to go to my code, and in code, I'm going to find events. That's the yellow one. And I'm going to find when this sprite clicked. So when this sprite clicked, I want it to play the sound. Okay, so I'm going to go to sound, and I'm going to click and choose whichever one I want, but it's going to be one of the play sounds or start sounds. Okay, so I'm going to go play sound until done, and I'm going to make sure that it is selected on the recording that I've just made. And so that's why I want to label it properly. So the must be closed, perfect. Now I'm going to test my code to see if it works. I'm going to click on to the sprite, so 1A. The must be closed. And as you can see, it is doing what it's meant to do. So that's perfect. And then I can just move on to the next ones. Now, a good handy tip for this is I can actually just click and drag, click and drag this onto the next sprite. And when I go to the next sprite, it's actually already going to be there. And you can see it's not in my 1C yet because I haven't put it there. So I can do that. Or alternatively, you can actually use your backpack and you can drop it straight into your backpack. And as you can see, it's now loaded. And I can go into 1C and I can drag and drop the one that I want out onto it. Cool. So that concludes how to add sound files to your Scratch project.